I think the reason we have this revolution, many people say it's spontaneous. It is in some way in terms of the timing. No one expected it to happen in this day and age, in this particular moment in history. But the reason it took place is because we've been, for years actually, planting seeds of change. And planting seeds of encouraging people to trust themselves, to think of themselves as leaders, and to take the initiative and to take sort of control of their destiny and realize that they are the messiahs. Realize if they want a savior, they have to be the saviors. They have to embody that message. They should not wait for people to lead them. They should lead the way. And our role then will become clear as opposition and dissidents, whether we are outside the country or inside the country, which is to support them. Sometimes this is what leadership is about. You support the people. You support the leaders. You don't try to impose your will on them. You advise, you educate, but in the final analysis, it's the people who have to take charge of their destiny. If you really believe in democracy, this is how it works. And I believe that finally these seeds that have been planted in the 90s and the 21st century, in the first decade of it, finally are now blossoming. So there is an element of spontaneity to the revolution, but there is also an element of forethought and planning over a period, and cultivation over a period of years. In fact, I would say 2 decades. It's far beyond one network, one group of people. There are activists emerging every day, doing their own networks. But the good thing is that we sort of highlighted the role of YouTube and social media in our previous activities. We had, between 2000 and 2009, encouraged people to send us a lot of YouTube messages about the living conditions inside Syria and to document the realities of different communities inside Syria. So when we see now all of these rebellious communities, especially in Damascus, which was our focus, we know all of these communities. We've seen them. We knew they are going to rebel because we saw with our own eyes their living conditions. We heard their complaints, and we knew that it's only a matter of time because these people began to move, and we encouraged them to move. Tacitly when these things were happening, we also encouraged them. Why not do this? Why not protest? Why not go to your local mayor in a demonstration? Why not do that? So we planted ideas already. And then we did a program, a TV program that was aired in 2009 to 2011, 6 episodes only that were repeated on and on and on and on, talking about living conditions, not politics, not freedom of political prisoners, not opening basically or lifting the state of emergency, but living conditions. Things that people know. The poverty, what is the government doing? Child labor, the Kurdish issue, the sectarianism in the country, the growth of squatter settlements all over the place, and camps inside Syria. People living in tents, even though they are in their own country, they are forced to live in tent camps and whatever because of the drought, and the government is not doing anything. And at the end of that period, I simply did a 7-minute summary. Basically, my message was very clear, is that we don't look at the opposition for leadership. You're the leaders. You want to be free, it's your job to free yourself. We'll support you when that happens. When you're in the streets, demonstrating for your rights, fighting for your rights, our job will be to support you and to get your voice to all corners of the world. Well, 2 years later on, there is a revolution. I'm not saying people listened to my message and they went revolting. I'm saying a lot of people have been sending messages like this. And eventually these seeds that have been planted, grew, blossomed. Someone must have listened to this. Other people listened to other people. But then that accumulation effect, there's an intersection of efforts. And this is it. I mean, more than this we cannot do. More than this we cannot claim. It's up to the revolutionaries inside Syria at one point to form that overarching alternative to the Assad regime. And it's our role to keep supporting them until they get to that point. Mine is to educate. This is where I find myself mostly.